Behind me are the current walls of the old city. They were built by the Turks in 1538, but they're built upon the foundations of walls from earlier periods in Jerusalem's history, including the walls at the time of Herod. I am standing in an area which the archaeologist Shimon Gibson calls the Hidden Gate. It was a monumental stairway that extended on the outside of the city from Herod's palace. And Shimon Gibson argues that when Jesus was presented by Pilate to the mob of the people of Jerusalem who had come to find out about Jesus, that this is where he may have presented him. So I'm walking up the remains of the monumental stairway to this area under the Turkish walls, where there are a few remains left of that hidden gateway from the palace of Herod, which would have been taken over by the Roman governors after Judea became a province. This is a significant place for me. Inside the city is the traditional Via Dolorosa and churches that commemorate Jesus' final walk to the cross, but it's crowded and it's hard to imagine what things may have been like. But here in the Builders of Jerusalem garden outside the city walls, it's a place where we can take time to quietly recount what happened. For instance, reading the account of Jesus' trial in John 19. Then Pilate therefore took Jesus and scourged him. And the soldiers plaited a crown of thorns and put it on his head, and they put on him a purple robe, and said, Hail, King of the Jews! And they smote him with their hands. Pilate therefore went forth again, and saith unto them, Behold, I bring him forth to you, that ye may know I find no fault in him. Then came Jesus, wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe, and Pilate said unto him, Behold the man. And Gibson suggests it would have been somewhere about here that Jesus would have been presented. Under the direction of some of their leaders, the mob cried out for Jesus to be crucified. On Good Friday, not only do I like to read the account of Jesus' trial by the Romans, I love to sing Karen N. Davison's words to O Savior, Thou Who Wearest a Crown, a sacrament hymn in our hymn book, which is also a wonderful hymn for Good Friday, which recounts the abuse that Jesus suffered under the hands of the Roman authorities. He was whipped, he was spat upon, mocked in a robe with a crown of thorns, and he bore all of that quietly. And then from here he walked the place of the crucifixion, where he voluntarily gave up his life for us as a sacrifice for sin.